Welcome. This is the solution for the AP Physics 1 workbook. Here I have one point G, which is the graph of the velocity. Here's the scenario. A car is traveling in a straight line to the right, starting from t equals to 0. At t2, the car is traveling at 4 meters per second. At t4, the car is traveling at 8 meters per second. All right. Using representation, here, you're going to scale and label the axis on the right using the table below. You're going to plot your velocity versus time graph for the chart. For the first 4 seconds, it travels. All right, so let's label. Here's our time. That's our input. Our output is our velocity, or in terms of speed in this case. Our first one was at 0, 0. Our second one was at 1, 2. The next one is at 2, 4, 3, 6, and 4, 8. Okay. If you would like to see the values, let me label it for you here. This is at 0, 0. This is at 1, 2. This is at 3, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right. So the next one is at 2, 4. 2, 4. Yep. 3, 6. And 4, 8. Yes, that's right. I thought my scale was off. Okay. We could draw a line there. Again, I try to get it connected as best as possible. Okay. But that's how this one would look like based on this graph. Okay. All right. So now you want to calculate the slope using 2 points on the line, not using data points. I'm just gonna. They say don't use data points, but it's very hard to not use data points because these are all perfects. So you know what? My first point is going to be 3. I don't want to use fractions. Uh, you know what? I'm just going to cheat. I am going to use the data points. I am going to use the data points. It's so much easier. Okay. Point 1. So point 1 is going to be 1, 2, and point 2 is going to be 3, 6. All right, so this is the second point, or the second y, so that is 6 minus the first y value, which is 2. The bottom is x2, which is x1, x2. X2 is 3 because that's the second point for the x. This is x1, so that's 1. 6 minus 2, it is 4. 3 minus 1, it is 2. 4 divided by 2, it is still 2. Okay, no matter what values you pick, you still get this. So this is 2 meters per second squared. All right, using the evidence here, yep. Using the evidence above to make a claim about filling in the following blanks. The slope of the velocity versus time graph is equal to 2. We calculated it there. The units is what? Meters per second squared. And meters per second squared is the units for acceleration. All right. Good. So, next, let's take a look here at part C. You're going to rewrite this equation for the area of the triangle. So the area of the triangle is 1/2 base times height. And you want to write it in here. All right. So the area, because this was how the triangle looked like. So let me redraw the triangle for you from the first part. This was how the triangle looked like. Right? It went from 0 to 4, and I think it went all the way up to 8 here. Okay, again, this was just in the previous part. All right, so here, very straightforward. Let's find the area. So the area is 1/2 base times height. The base is 4. right? B equals to 4 here. And the height here is 8, right? So height equals to 8. So area equals to 1/2. Plug it in. Base is 4 times height, which is 8. 1/2 times 32, which is the area, is equal to what? 16. All right? That's how far this area is this, okay? This will tell you how far the car travels. Okay? So here, right, you could just put X if you want, right? Positioning, right? But that's equivalent to our area. And it's 4 seconds was our base, and 8 was the height, right? So in general sense, it is v times 1/2 the velocity final times the time. That made sense if we just put the units, right? This was seconds, right? And this was velocity, okay? The area under the curve, if you look at the units, right? If you just look at the units of 4 seconds times 8 meters per second, the seconds here cancels, right? What are you left with? 32 meters. It's a value for displacement. That's why I said there's a 1/2 here. That's why I said how far the car travels. That's the displacement. And again, it is meters. Okay. Here, I just wanted to make sure you are connecting the idea. Hold on. Let me get this a little bit much, clean this up for you. Okay. All right. Okay. We're back with it being cleaned. Okay. I just want you to understand that the slope, okay, the slope of the positioning will give you the velocity. Okay. So the slope here will give you its velocity. Likewise, the area will give you this, the positioning. Okay. So if you want to think about it in terms of calculus, to go from position to velocity, you are taking a derivative d of dx technically, and here if you want to go from the area to positioning, you're going to basically take the integral of by dx. Okay, but there you go. All right, but make sure if you watch the other videos, you can get a better understanding of how to convert from position to velocity to acceleration. Okay, there's also a motion graph video as well. Okay, but those are all your solutions for 1G.